Hey, what's up everybody? Jesse here, MTB. So today, just another riding video, and I'm gonna take us along the Laurel Secord Loop. So I'm just about to ride up our hydro hill. I'm gonna take the upper part and then drop in and basically make my way back over to this parking spot. So it's gonna be a little bit of a long video. I'll cut it up to the most exciting parts, but hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Please make sure to like, it goes a long way, please. And just leave me a comment, let me know if you've ever ridden this trail. And for those who are out of region, I'm genuinely curious, but I'm curious to know if you would ever come here and ride these trails. I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day about how, you know, diverse and good our trails are, but not a lot of people come here to ride, so genuinely curious. So stay tuned for the video. Let's rock and roll. All right, so we're starting the climb. Should only take about 5 minutes or so, but it's a steep one. As you can tell, I'm already out of breath, but let's get it. All right, 4 minutes, almost at the top. Woo! Let's get it. I'm gonna let my heart rate get back to normal. Yep, it's at 136. Not too bad. We will proceed. So basically you head down this gravel road. Could go left there if you choose, but go down the gravel road to the 2 bridges. And that is where we're headed. If you follow any of my videos, most of the time I'm riding the lines and the trails that are along the hydro hill back there. But you know, kind of following the topic of would you come here to ride trails, I kind of want to show you what else is out here. And there's tons of trails, even trails I haven't even ridden yet. And I grew up in this region. You can spend a whole day riding, but yeah, we're gonna cruise down this gravel road. We're just running along Brock University now, kind of heading into where the residences are, and then yeah, we'll hop on the trails. And you could take the trails to the trail. There are a bunch of trails right to my right, but they're typically muddy. You gotta really wait until it's dry and it's a hot summer day before they're rideable. And I don't want to damage the trails, so let's just keep going. I'll bring you guys to the base of the first trail. All right. I gotta say too, as we're riding, I really love my bike setup now. I'm super stoked for this year. So far, since riding it, feels great hitting like weird jumps. You know, the new wheel set feels great. Just everything about this bike is feeling super solid. The extra travel, going from 120 to 150 in the back, is probably the biggest game changer in my opinion. And like, maybe it wouldn't be so noticeable for somebody who's not as heavy as me, but you know, I'm 220 pounds, so I kind of just soak up the travel. Having the bigger travel makes a huge difference, especially just like, you know, when I'm trying to hit weird things. I feel like the bike just soaks up the travel. Looks like there's a bunch of hikers here, so probably just gonna take it easy throughout this whole ride. I don't have a bell or anything, and I don't want to hit anyone. So we're gonna enter the trail right now and keep going. All right, so this first portion of the trail leads to what we call the 2 bridges. It's mostly flat. It's kind of going through this boggy, marshy area. But as you can see, some puddles here and there, but for the most part, this trail is just fun to cruise run down. You could get good momentum here and there, but you know, feel like you're gonna exert yourself quite hard. You know, when you're riding solo, go at your own pace. When I'm riding with my friends, I feel like we really push through this section. I don't know what that was, something bounced, but I don't think it was anything off my bike. No. That was the first bridge down. Second bridge is kind of cooler. Yeah, you can see here, it rained maybe a night ago, 2 nights ago. And, oh yeah, you can see where it gets wet here. Real bad. It's usually even way worse, but luckily our trail building association put a lot of these gravel rocks down. It really helps with the water. It's way less buildup, which is obviously great. Okay. So I said it before, I say it again. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer video. You know, not really anything too sketchy, but if you're somebody interested in coming to the Niagara region, I hope you'll find some interest in this video and kind of see what our trails are like. All right, here goes bridge number 2. Really nice. So you could go left up here and kind of go through this loop. I'm gonna keep going straight. All right, guys, not much more to see here, just some single track, but I'll bring you up to the start of what I like to say Lower Secord Loop. So see you when I get there. Ooh, nice little thing. All right, so this is going to bring us now out to the road, and what you do is you take a right. And then as you get up here, you take another right after you cross this bridge. You just keep following the trail. I'll continue the video once we're at the quarry. So it looks pretty nice. But as you can see, big river, good spot to stop if you're having a long ride day, have a snack or whatever, and you just keep going. Once you exit the parking lot, you just continue down this single track little path, and it will bring you right along the water. And you basically follow this until you drop into DQ, and that's where the fun riding begins. All right, we are just about 20 minutes into the ride. Just got on top of the quarry here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Gotta say, we're pretty blessed to have this type of stuff here in the Niagara region. Just overall super cool. Tons of riding, tons of exploring, tons of people just out and about. That's what I love. All right, once we get around this quarry, we're gonna take a small break, take a drink, and then kind of get into the DQ trail. All right, guys, so now we're up at the top of the quarry. As you see, this is like a hydro dam, and then we're gonna be going way down over there, which you can't see, but yeah, about to get started. If you're going this way, you have to ride right to the end, and then there's a trail that drops you in. But yeah, let's just keep going. It's gonna be about 1 hour and 20 minutes of total riding. So if you're planning on doing this ride, might take you a little bit longer, might take you shorter if you're fast, but usually for me it's about 1.5 hours. But let's get into it. Let's do it before these people come. Dingers. Gotta watch out for people. I've got this trail. That's fun. It's very chunky. Way chunkier than I remember it. Guess that's just what winter does. Whew. Oh, tears you up. Whew. Alright, almost getting into the descent. Whew. We're almost there. Here's one descent, real chunky. Oh, yeah. Roots are slick. Now we gotta do this little down and up. Always is a little tricky. Well, that's a lot smoother than normal. All right. Take a quick break and descent down the short hills. All right, so this one's called Tobermory. I think my derailleur is a little loose, so we're gonna keep it a little bit on the high gear and watch out for people. Ooh, a little slick. These roots are dangerous. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. This fucking chain. Oh. Alright, let's keep it going. Don't worry about the chain. Oh my god! I almost died there. Let these people walk. Alright. Watch out for people. Berms are slick. Thank you, appreciate it. Oh, excuse me, thank you. Excuse me, thank you. Oh, muddy. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh yeah. All right, so that's a descent. Oh, fuck. The chain, man. Come on, chain. All right, even though there's a ton of people, still super fun. Berms are slick. It got sketchy, but this is a nice spot to stop. I'll show you guys. This is just before kind of a big climb, but you got a nice little river, just really cool. Nice metal suspension bridge, which is pretty cool. So this is a nice spot if you're like doing a long ride down here and you want to stop for a drink or have a snack. You can sit along the water. It's pretty cool. But we're gonna keep going, so I want to try to make this quick. Okay, time for a climb. Got my shock locked out. See if I can do it, guys. This is always a tough one. It's hit or miss. Either I can do it or I can't do it, but we're gonna try. I got, yep. Oh yeah, doesn't sound good back there. Whatever's going on, my derailleur, it's not good. The ruts make it so much harder. Oh, there we go. Now Granny Garrett. Oh, yes. Oh, tiring. Normally, you could have fun down here if I'm chilling. Unlock my shock. Oh. All right, I'm at this cool rest spot. It's just kind of like this old concrete, looks like it was an old concrete bridge or something. But you can tell like lots of people come here, have fires. But it's a nice spot to just stop and chill out and soak in the scenery. So let's take a look. So, as you see, so it's a good rest stop if you're with your buds. If you're solo like me, just come here and take a break. So there's not a lot of elevation to climb now, but it's just a lot of flat and then maybe ups, downs in longer climbs, but not super hard now. It's just kind of keeping your momentum, which I find is always the hard part. Because by the time I get here, I just did that big climb and I'm just exhausted. So, but we still got a long way to go. I gotta basically make it across this river, but going all the way around. So, gonna keep going. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna continue on. There's not a whole lot to really film going back, to be honest. It's just a lot of single track like this, but I'll make sure I don't go too low in the gear. But I'll take some videos here and there, kind of just show you what it's like if you are considering to go this way. You can see here the dirt's so soft, like it's still pretty damp, even wet I guess, but better than dry. It's definitely what we'd call hero dirt. But yeah, it's pretty cool. If you're coming in here and you're taking your time, if you look left, you can actually start to see some older structures that used to be in here on the 12 mile. You know, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was our original canal system. And I think a lot of those old structures are Let me unlock my shock. A lot of the old structures are just remnant, like old remnant buildings from back in those times. But yeah, do a little climb here up this fence line, and then just continue along the 12-mile creek trail system. There's different ways you could go. You know, you don't have to follow this way. I would consider this way probably a more easy route. But if you like punchy climbs, you really want the kind of cross-country experience, then you could be going left. And yeah, you're kind of going up and down and all around. But for me, you know, my mission is just get through this entire loop. You know, it's very physically demanding, and by the time I'm done it, yeah, I feel like I ran a marathon. But it's good to do these type of rides. Just keeps you physically fit, especially for those days where you want to session things. Yeah, where you want to, you know, keep going up, down, up, down, up, down. Sessioning trails. Gotta have the stamina to be able to handle it. But yeah, this is basically what most of the trails like for a little bit. So I'll turn off the camera and do a little check-in a little bit later on. All right, we're 42 minutes in, half hour to go about. All right, so at this point of the trail that I'm on, you can actually take a pretty fun trail on the right side. Oh shit, I think I swallowed something. On the right side, but with it being so muddy, it's actually really, really bad. It's all thick clay and almost impossible to ride through, to be honest. So we're not gonna do it. But instead of doing this climb, you kind of follow this down trail. But hey, let's keep going. All right, we got a little descent, so put you guys on the camera so we can enjoy this together. Give the body a break. Doing the lowers, part 2. We got some jumps that we'll take a stab at. Sometimes they buck you. Nothing big, just chilling. Love it. It's good fun. Okay, let's head towards the bridge. While we're riding, I guess I'll talk a little bit. So you may have seen my recent post on YouTube about a new product that's coming for Lift Life mountain bike. And I'm excited to say that we have made some downhill jerseys. So what's really cool about these jerseys is that it's got a little bit of like a mesh material on the sides for ventilation. So even though it's a downhill jersey, I want it to be comfortable enough for types of rides like these, you know, even on a hot day, but maybe not on a super hot day. You know, if you want to keep your arms protected, I want you to be able to wear it. So I'm super stoked on it. It's gonna be like a blue and yellow type color. Really like that color combination as well, or colorway as you'd say, because I feel like it's diverse in its color. You know, it's not a jersey made just for men, women, you know, whatever you identify as. I want it to be a comfortable jersey for everyone. And yeah, I'm super excited about it. So once they arrive, I will definitely make sure to show everyone. But for now, you can look for some sneak peeks on our Instagram account, which is just Lift Life MTB. And once they are ready for order, you can order them at liftlifemtb.com, along with some of our other products. And you know, with the t-shirts, I've been trying to figure out, you know, the most effective way to get these shirts to people. So I've decided to go with a Canadian supplier. That way shipping is quicker, and it's coming from a Canadian company, and you don't have to pay customs if you're ordering from Canada, but it means prices are a little bit more money, also depending on the color of the shirt, because the material costs a little bit different for each. So I'm not super happy with the setup, and I will look for some in-house companies that could do t-shirt printing locally. Same thing with the hats. I have an embroidered camper hat, but until then, you know, we have to make do with what we have. And I might actually even get rid of the t-shirts entirely and go with the jersey, the t-shirt jersey material. So if you've already bought any of our products, 100% thank you for that. You don't know how, you know, appreciative myself and Ricky we are for that. And if we do discontinue the t-shirt, you know, you got a one-of-a-kind. We'll probably keep the same Weekend Warrior design and hardcore design on the other materials, but for the cotton tee, I don't know how long this is gonna go on for. So again, really thank everyone who has made a purchase. You know, you guys are the real MVPs. All right, so we're just rounding back now, heading back towards the Hydro Hill Brock University. Not much longer, probably about 15 minutes of riding. I gotta unlock my shock, this is bumpy. So not too much riding left, but there's this dirt up here that's red. I had to share the story with you guys, but as a kid, you know, I've been riding since I was probably about 15, and there used to be this place called Red Dirt. Looked very similar to this, and I had a very similar jump into like a hill like this. It's just very reminiscent of you know, my childhood, and just riding with friends and, you know, doing sketchy things. This spot's very similar, and even though this jump is nothing, you could actually really fly. And it's very sketchy because this landing is not much of a landing. It's just a bunch of like rain ruts. This jump used to be way bigger actually, but it's not bad. It's just a little booter. If you want to come down this berm, you just yeah, you fly, hit it, and you can almost hip it into the hill or just land in the hill. All right guys, as you can see, stripped down. It's so hot, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the ride. If you're thinking about doing this ride, I highly suggest it. Start from Lockhart Drive, right up the Hydro Hill, do the loop, and come back. You guys will really enjoy the ride. I can promise you on that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you watched this whole video and you're not a subscriber, you know, you might as well just subscribe. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for some more, and we'll catch you next time.